Okay guys, so this is actually just psychotic. We're actually getting more and more DLC 5 evidence, and the more evidence we get, the more and more it just legit confirms DLC 5. I think after this video, a lot of you guys that are on the edge of DLC 5 have to look at this and say, now what the hell could this be? It's just getting way too obvious at this point. You know, the evidence, like I've been saying, if you've been watching my videos and other people's videos, the evidence is getting better and more legitimate as the weeks and days go on, you know? Like, we're getting actual evidence from the companies, the investors, and today there was this Instagram post, and this is confirmed to be legit by a ton of sources, a lot of people that know, well, basically what it is, it's the Brazilian voice actor for Richtofen, and he, you know, put this Instagram post out, and we'll talk about this in a second, but he put this Instagram post out and he basically accidentally leaked that he was, you know, recording quotes for this new thing that's returning. And we'll go through what it says, what the translation is, and oh man, it's freaking crazy, bro. So if you guys can leave a like for this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. A lot of stuff to talk about within this video, what this could mean and what this means for the potential DLC 5 release date. I mean, I don't know, man. I know I've been making a lot of DLC 5 videos, but this information, oh my god, bro, it's getting crazy. So that being said, let's get started. So I think I'm just gonna put the translation up on screen. I'm not gonna bother putting the Brazilian version of it. There's just a translate, like an auto translate that you see on like Instagram, and I'll just put it up on screen for you guys to look at. And this is obviously the Richtofen, like the Brazilian version of Richtofen, the voice actor for that game. So, like, you know, when they record Richtofen's quotes in Brazil for that game, for the Brazilian copy of Black Ops 3, I would assume that's his job. So whatever, it's obviously legit. It's obviously for the game, and it's for the whole cycle of it. And basically what it says is, today was a day of lip syncing, work with what we love. And this is a loose translation, but it's basically around this: let us always have a smile on his face or something. And then obviously he's the voice actor of Richtofen, and he's referring to Richtofen when he says, and he's back even more insane. Okay, so again, not the exact translation, but he's back and even more insane. And then you look at the hashtags he put hashtag Edward Richtofen, Richtofen, Black Ops 3, Activision, voice actor, announcer. Oh man, it's getting crazy. So the crazier thing about this is that he actually edited this out, and obviously you see on screen this is from 3 hours ago. It's been more than 3 hours since it has been posted. If you go back to the original post now, all those hashtags are actually not there regarding Black Ops 3, and that's another just crazy thing. Like, it's just not some guy. Obviously he's a legitimate voice actor, and he's recording new Richtofen voices, and Activision must have told him to get rid of the hashtags and stop leaking it. I honestly think Activision probably should have just deleted the post in general, made him delete the post, but I guess he just got rid of the hashtags and anything related to Black Ops 3, so maybe people just think it's a random quote thing. But it says, I don't know, man, it's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. On Reddit, where this is all discussed, someone commented something pretty interesting here, and it gives us a couple things to talk about here with, you know, what's going on here. It basically says, this is from the Nova Project. I'll leave the original Reddit post in the description as well if you want to check out a bunch of people discussing what's going on here and all this insane stuff. So definitely go to that Reddit post if you want to share your ideas, or I guess comment below as well. But this guy basically says Activision is really good when it comes to censoring leaks. I think a lot of people know that by now, especially me. The voice actor for Dempsey tweeted that he was voicing Dempsey in Black Ops 2 a few months before DLC 4 was announced. His tweet was taken down within 5 minutes, and that's just one example from a while ago, but it still goes to show how Activision immediately try to censor stuff that is in the air and out in the open that they don't want to be, you know, that they don't want people knowing. And this definitely would be one of the guy, the Brazilian, doesn't matter if he's Brazilian or wherever, the fact that he's a Richtofen voice actor and he revealed this. Obviously Activision does not want anyone to know that, so they would contact him and make him change the tags and get rid of anything related to Black Ops 3 and Activision. It's crazy. But it goes on to say, more examples. Frank Woods accidentally confirmed Black Ops 3 on a live stream, and Activision took it off YouTube seconds after he went offline. Also, the expected release date for DLC 5 is in July, so it makes sense for them to be recording audio now. That's just a bit of a side note, and I will talk about, will make a different video about release dates and stuff and what's going on with that, but that's definitely a really good topic, because usually voice acting, now, all right, let's just get this out of the way. I think this is very good evidence. I want to talk about release dates in a second, but before we go through that, I think as of now, seeing this voice acting being done legit today at this, or yesterday, today, you know, being done for Black Ops 3, a new Richtofen quotes, I can't imagine what else this would be. I can't imagine. I know there are other possibilities, and there are always other possibilities, but doesn't this get all too coincidental that we're seeing all these different pieces of evidence, and now today we see freaking new quotes being recorded for Richtofen? Doesn't that not, like, just mess with you? I mean, I was a believer in DLC 5, but now I'm really just, like, freaking out, you know? It's really crazy. So let me know what you guys think about that, obviously, if you're still on the edge, or if you really are just interested now. But that being said, let's talk about the release dates, because the fact that they're, you know, recording audio usually tells when they're going to release it. It gives a good idea of when they're going to release it, and that's actually a really interesting thing, because if you look at any of, you know, just look back to Trek, but I think I'm pretty sure Lee Ross does it with Infinite Warfare Zombies. I know a lot of you guys don't pay attention to that, but Lee Ross does it right now. Trek did it last year as well with the DLCs, and just stuff like that, where they would say, or, you know, we would get leaks. At least with Trek we would get leaks. Lee Ross just flat out tells us, but they would say, oh, you know, we've just finished up the audio recording. I remember with Garage Crovey, we just finished audio recording, and usually that's the last step in a DLC pack. They finish the audio and they test it for bugs, and then they send it out to, I guess, Sony for verification, and then that's it, and it gets sent out, and the release date is a couple weeks or a month or so later. So the fact that they're recording audio right now goes to show that this, you know, DLC 5 or whatever the hell this is, it's done already, and they're at the end of the production of it, and they're going to be releasing it, I would assume, in the next month or so. Now, this guy says the expected release date is July. There really is no expected release date. I guess we could see it in July. We're definitely going to see it no later. I can't see it no later than the summer. I think the summer is definitely a really good time for this. Especially because I said the simple fact that the last step in this DLC production, usually in any DLC production with all these past Call of Duties, is recording audio, and that's pretty much it. So it's like, it's gonna come very soon. It's going to come sooner than later. So I don't know, man. If we're on this page that DLC 5 is going to happen, the fact that we see this evidence here, it's pretty damn telling. It's pretty damn telling that something's coming down. It's telling that DLC 5 is going to come, and that it's actually gonna release a lot sooner than we thought. You know, it's gonna be really insane to see what exactly happens with this. Now, again, I don't want to go like absolute 100% on this, because, you know, look, they're recording new quotes for Richtofen, man. I thought about making a different video where I go through the pros and cons of, like, okay, what could this be? Why could it not be DLC 5? But when you really think about it, why else are they recording quotes for Richtofen? New quotes for Richtofen, man. And, you know, it gets so weird. I think it could honestly only be some sort of DLC 5, some sort of remaster map. Again, a couple days ago, we just got, what was it, it was like Kino remaster? No, we got a new remaster loading screen. I forgot which one it was. It's getting really weird, man. I don't even know what's going on. I think at this point, if you think about what else they can add, maybe they can add a new Easter egg on, like, you know, existing maps. Like, they add new Easter eggs within, you know, Shadows of Evil or Revelations or whatever. I guess that can make sense. I don't see that happening, though. I think if they wanted to do something, and if they set aside time to, like, make a new update and a new thing for Black Ops 3 Zombies, obviously it's going to be DLC 5. They're not going to set aside time just to record quotes, just to put some random Easter egg in the maps we've already had. I think Treyarch understand that we want DLC 5. DLC 5 would be a huge, huge deal. And the fact that they're recording quotes now, they're recording freaking quotes, Richtofen quotes. And not even some random character. This is Richtofen. Like, oh man, bro. It's crazy. I don't know, man. It's gonna get so freaking hype. Again, I want to go through a couple of different videos. Now, we have, I guess, a couple things confirmed, really. Again, I'll talk about expected release dates and when we'll see that in a different video. Really going through the exact days in which it's probable at this point. Also, we have the things with the Origins characters. Like, if there was to be a DLC 5, which I'm, pretty sure there is now, we thought the Origins characters would be a part of that, and I think we're confirming this now since they're recording Richtofen quotes. The Origins characters will be playable and will be a part of this, DLC 5. So we have that confirmed. That also means that if the remastered loading screens that we've been seeing from the comic books, if that is directly related to DLC 5 in some way, shape, or form, then that means these Origin characters are going back to these old maps like Mob of the Dead and Kino and Ascension. Like, that's going to be really, and Moon, that's going to be crazy as well. So a lot of things being hinted at here. I will try to make separate storyline videos really going through what the whole deal is with this. I think it's just so freaking crazy that we're getting this information out. And yeah, definitely more videos to come. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Let me know if you're watching at the end of this video. If you're watching at the end of this video, obviously, you're pretty interested in DLC 5, I would assume, at least, or if you just like normally watch me. So that's cool, thank you. But honestly, let me know what you think in the comment section. I really want to see people's opinions. Like, do you think that this evidence is really insane, or if you think that this could actually just be something else again, and DLC 5 is just not possible? I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later.